Not all days are great days when I go out thrifting, so this is already my second stop for the day, and I end up striking out here, but definitely stick around. I end up going to an estate sale and having some luck at a Goodwill. I love picking up these little cross-stitch kits, but this one was already open, so I put it back. I never pick up any that are open. And then this Andis blow dryer, it had some stains on it, and then I noticed it was missing like the little mounting plate that goes on the back of these. But I did look it up just to see what they were selling for, and I decided to go ahead and leave this behind. They were asking $11 for it, and I felt with the stains and the missing mounting plate that this could just sit around for a while. So I cut my losses, and this is Salvation Army. I don't know if it's just me, but this totally threw my mojo off today. They switched everything around and all of the aisles were different than what they usually are. So I went looking for my favorite aisle, which is the small kitchen appliances and honestly anything kitchen. And the first thing that I saw was this little electric frying pan. I didn't see a brand on this though. They only wanted $5 for it. The plug was inside, but I went ahead and left this behind. It was kind of dirty, and I know myself, I'll buy that and it will sit on the shelf waiting to get cleaned for months. And then next was this Mr. Coffee maker. At first I thought that this was a good one. I opened it up just to make sure that it was brand new and someone didn't buy a new one and stick their old coffee pot in there. But once I looked it up, these only sell for $12, so I put that back. This Presto pizza oven is a good one, but not for $50. That's about what they're going for on eBay. And then the shelves were kind of bare in here today. There weren't very many small kitchen appliances. There weren't very many electronics. So I'm assuming that they just rearranged the store and now they're trying to restock it. I always check these little electronics, and again, I didn't find anything today. Usually this is a store where I can fill a cart full of items, but that just wasn't the case today. I was thrifting in town closer to home, and even those stores, I felt like I've been to them so many times that there really weren't any new items. So I drove out here hoping to find some stuff, and I'm kind of striking out. Even right here, usually they have tons of pots and pans, and there really wasn't a wide selection today, and I didn't see anything that caught my eye that made me want to look it up. And usually this is also my spot for flatware, and they only have this one bag. And I think out of desperation, I looked at this a little bit longer than what I normally would have, and I ended up putting this in my cart and then rethinking it and putting it back. I actually think I did that a few times today, just simply out of desperation. I thought this mug was really funny, but of course I didn't pick it up. I didn't see any coffee mugs today. Coffee mugs are something I rarely pick up, but I always check them out looking for something rare, something old, like a really cool milk glass coffee mug with some advertising, but I didn't notice anything like that. And again, it's really rare that I find a coffee mug that's worth picking up. So this is my third stop for the day, and at this point I don't have anything in my cart, and I'm thinking I'm not even gonna cover the gas that I spent to drive out here. It's been a really long time that I've had a thrift trip like this. Usually I'm pretty lucky. As you can see, that silverware is still in my cart. So I switch over to the shoes, and I almost started looking through clothes, but I know myself in clothing. I just don't like to sell it, so I stuck with what I know. And I went through all of the shoes. At this store, you have to go down every aisle to be able to look at all of the shoes. They don't have all of the women's shoes, or men's shoes for that case, in one specific area. They're all on top of the racks. So I walked through the entire store looking for some shoes, and usually I can find some Vionics. I didn't find anything, so I went to estatesales.net and I found an estate sale close by. But first, I decided to try my luck at one last thrift store before I went to that estate sale. This is only the second time that I've been to this newer thrift store, and last time I was here, I bought a lot of discontinued products. So that's the first area I went to where I had found the cleaning products before, and I saw this bottle up top here of this convertible top cleaner, and when I pulled it down, I saw it was kind of like corroded, so I'm gonna assume that this went bad. So I didn't look that up. I did look up a couple other items, but didn't find anything. And then I noticed these, and I went ahead and scanned these with my eBay app, and then I did a full search, and it looks like I can sell these for about $45, and I paid $6. I make my way over to the estate sale, and you walk in through the garage, and they had some cleaning products right as I entered, and I love selling discontinued cleaning products. Like this one, I picked this up, and I was so excited. I was holding my camera in the wrong way, but I also picked up this tung oil finish in the garage. And then I went into the house, and this is the kitchen area. They had some really cool vintage items, like this sweater. This is a local college. Their prices were kind of high on some items and then really reasonable on others. Now, I looked this Apple computer up and the printer, and they wanted $600 for this, which for a collector is not a bad price, but this is selling on eBay for about $700, and then that printer is selling for somewhere around $25 to $30. So tomorrow is half off day, so possibly this might be worth it for somebody on half off day, but definitely not for me. The pots and pans were all really nice, but just priced a little too high for me, just like this set of flatware. I've sold this before, and maybe tomorrow I might go back and purchase this, but I could probably get $125 for that entire set. And then I didn't see any knives that caught my eye. And I just want you guys to know how dead this house is. So that's why I say that you really can't compare yourself to other resellers. So this is the first day of this estate sale, and I'm here at about 1 o'clock when I walk in, and the sale started at 9 a.m. If I lived in a busier, more populated area, this would be shoulder to shoulder people. They had some really beautiful Waterford pieces and some really nice serving platters, but this just isn't the type of item that I sell. So now I'm down in the basement, and there is a lot of items in storage down here. And this was the only thing that I ended up finding. I paid $15 for this Visions nonstick. This is a 5-quart, and it's brand new in the box, and the box is still sealed. And then I saw these little Pyrex dishes, but these were $10 a piece. So I went ahead and left those behind. These caught my eye. I was hoping that they were Dansk, and it took me a couple seconds to be able to read the writing on the little fondue forks, and these were not Dansk, so I did not pick those up. I thought these were really cool. These were from Caesar's Palace, just some ashtrays. This was a pretty big house, so it took me a while to find the bathroom, but when I finally did, I was so happy to see products out on the countertop. And I did go through all of these, and I did pick some up, so stay around to the end. One of these is worth over $50, and it's just a hairspray. The bathroom is my favorite room at estate sales because everybody looks these items over, and usually they're priced very, very cheap. I stayed in this bathroom for about 20 minutes, and everybody walked through, but nobody stayed to look at anything. And usually that's how it goes at every estate sale I go to. And everything that I picked up from this bathroom was brand new. So this is the bedroom right outside of that bathroom, and I'm hoping to find like a tracker mouse or a keyboard that's worth a couple dollars, but that did not happen. I absolutely love this rug though. I didn't even look to see what the price was. And then I thought about it, and I decided not to go through these clothing items. I came to my senses. And then I went into the last bedroom, and as I turned the corner, I was just hoping that was a bathroom over there. And it wasn't a bathroom. It was more like a little dressing area where you can do your hair, makeup, get dressed. But there were some discontinued items that were just waiting for me. So I'm moving really fast right here, but one of those perfumes that's almost empty resells for $80. I always do a really quick once over just to see if there's anything that I know for sure that is going to sell for some money or something that I've sold in the past. So that's basically what I'm doing right now, and I really don't see anything that I know off the top of my head. So this is where I quit filming so I can look everything up. And then I wish I would have tried these glasses on for you. She had some really cool vintage Fendi glasses, some nice vintage clear frame glasses, but her prescription was really strong and the Fendis were a little worn out. They only wanted $12 for them. I kind of feel like I should go back to this sale tomorrow for half off day. There were so many towels on this table, but none had like a really neat design, and I feel like for me to sell vintage towels, usually they have to have like some type of pattern, some type of design for people to find them desirable. And now watching this playback, I feel like I should have bought those vintage sheets right there, that full-size floral set and the set that's underneath them. And you guys, don't mind my finger in this shot. I did order some equipment. I promise my videos will get better, but I feel like I should have picked those up. So I definitely think I'm gonna go back tomorrow and pick up some items. And this is where I just end up heading to checkout. That estate sale definitely saved my day. I've been to like 4 or 5 thrift stores and I've hardly found anything to resell. So I'm so glad I checked estatesales.net. I'm still not in town. It's 2 o'clock. I picked my daughter up by like 3:15. So that means I have to leave here around 2:45. So I'm gonna run to one more Goodwill and I think that will probably be it. I honestly don't think there's any more thrift stores in this area. I've been to all of them today. I think part of the issue why I haven't found anything today is it's really busy, and I hate thrifting when the stores are busy, and I always forget that Wednesday is military discount and senior discount, so the stores are a lot busier than what they usually are. So this is definitely my last stop for the day. I think I might go out later tonight and just hit up my local Goodwill and see if they have anything. They put out stock all day long, so I'm gonna run into this Goodwill, see what they have. I've been coming to this Goodwill for probably about 5 years now, and I've only bought from this store twice. Once was last month, and then the time before that was in 2021, and it was a really crazy flip. I will throw that up on the screen right now for you guys. So probably the main reason I rarely find anything at this store is because this store is heavily focused on clothing. Their hard goods section is really small, and this is probably one of the smaller Goodwills that I go to. I'm about 30 minutes away from home. I head out this way probably a couple times a month, and sometimes when I head out this way, I just totally skip this store just because it's really rare that I find anything, but today I'm really glad that I stopped. So right here, I'm still looking through all these little knickknacks and things, and then I decide to head to what I know, which is small kitchen appliances, and just kind of skip over the rest of this aisle and the aisle on the other side of this one. And then right here at this point, that small coffee pot right there catches my eye. For whatever reason, the small coffee pots sell really well, but this was not a good brand. I'm usually looking for Krups or Mr. Coffee when it comes to those small ones. I've sold this little fantasy fish before, but when I opened this one up, it smelled like cigarette smoke. I thought I could get around $35 for it, and they only wanted $3.99. So I went ahead and left that behind. This brown flavor select is brand new in the box. At first, I wasn't too sure. They only wanted $9.99 for this. I was really shocked. So at this point, I felt like I needed to open it up to make sure that, again, somebody didn't buy a coffee pot and stick their old one in here, and I could tell right away this is brand new. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one up. I'll show you guys what it's worth at the very end of this video. That is a brand that I'm usually looking out for. Their small kitchen appliances can sometimes demand a really high price. If not a really high price, at least $40, $50. So now I'm working my way down to the beauty products. This store usually does have quite a few beauty products, but most of the time they're just items that they buy from Target. But today they had a couple different items, so I did look up quite a bit of these. I got excited when I saw these goodie clips, but these were from 2017, so I didn't end up picking those up. And unfortunately, this shelf didn't end up being as good as I thought it was going to be, but I did pick up these two Victoria's Secret items. Both of them are new. I paid $4 a piece, so $8 for the set. and I'll show you guys what these are worth at the end of the video as well. I always look over the shelf that has the beauty products just one more time to make sure that I'm not overlooking anything or I didn't miss any really small items. When you're out thrifting, keep an eye out for anything Bath and Body Works that is targeted towards men. A lot of those products are discontinued and they can sell for some good money. Again, I looked through these products one more time, just looking to make sure that I didn't miss anything or forget to look anything up, and I didn't, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out of the store. And then I noticed this quickie mop refill, and oddly enough, I sell a lot of these every single year. They only wanted $1.99. I picked this up and I will resell that. And I also picked up this OPI nail polish backpack. Of course, there aren't any comps just like it. I used Google Image, couldn't find anything, but I figure for the price, somebody will want that. That estate sale and Goodwill stop ended up saving the day for me. I think I did pretty good today. Definitely could have been better, but it definitely could have been worse. So I'm gonna throw up some screenshots, show you guys what everything is worth that I picked up today. And I did order a chest harness, so my video should be a little bit smoother from here going forward. As always, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe.